Okay. Okay. You can do this. You can... No, I can't do this. What am I talking about? No, of course I can. All I'm doing is asking him to hang out as a friend. It's no different than when we played Dungeons and Dragons on the weekends. Except it'll be just the two of us, and we'll be sitting next to each other and sharing a popcorn bowl that we might stick our hands in at the same time, and then our hands will touch. And, I am way over my head. Besides, why would someone as kind, creative, and smart and funny as him want to hang out with someone as awkward and uninteresting as me, when there are so many other girls that he could choose to spend time with? Girls who are so much more confident and pretty and... Come on, no, just don't think like that. Just put your best foot forward, and if it doesn't work out, hey, at least you tried, right? At least you tried. Alright, what time is it? Okay, he should be on his lunch break by now. Rhea, would you mind giving me a little hand flick of good luck? Thanks. You're such a good doggy. You're a good doggy. You're a good girl. Okay. Hi. I hope I'm not interrupting anything. I tried to wait until your lunch break, but if you're not on lunch break right now, we could talk later. Oh, okay. You are on break. That's good. I didn't want to call you in the middle of an important meeting or when you're... what are you having for lunch? I could go for one of those right now. Then again, I could go for just about anything right now. I am ashamed to admit I haven't eaten anything all day. I was so anxious this morning. I didn't feel like eating anything, but now I'm thinking I probably should have had something, even if it was something small, like a piece of toast or one of those packets of saltine crackers. That would have been alright to have. Anyway, the reason I called you, besides wanting to check in on you and make sure you were, okay, was, well, yeah, of course I wanted to ask you how your day was going, but I also wanted to ask you something. I've been really nervous to talk to you about it because I didn't know what your reaction would be. No, it's nothing bad. I promise, it's nothing bad. I mean, I did go to the doctor last week for my stomach pains, but turned out to be anxiety, which is also not why I wanted to. I'm messing this up so bad. I wanted to talk about Saturday. Yeah, I know it's Valentine's Day, and I want to know if you have any plans. Which is totally fine if you do. I'm not asking you to clear your entire day and cancel anything you do have with someone else for me. Because that would... I'd feel really bad if I did that. I was thinking that if you were free You know that new Avatar movie that's out? Yeah, Fire and Ash. I was wondering if you'd want to come with me, since I was planning on seeing it anyway. I mean, I could just go alone, but it'd be better if you came. Well, noon is when they show the regular one, but if we wait until 5, we can see the 3D version. Yeah, I want to see it in 3D too. That would be pretty epic. I think the last movie I saw in 3D was the live-action Beauty and the Beast movie that came out. That was a good experience, though. You know, it only happened because there was a mix-up. Yeah, apparently we were supposed to see the regular one, but the machine was going through some glitches. We had some glitches, and then it ended up accidentally showing the 3D one. And then the people of the theater were like, you know what, just, we're gonna show the 3D one. We'll get you guys some glasses, and then you guys can enjoy the movie. Because sometimes the 3D version costs more. But, in a way, we got to see the 3D one for a lot cheaper than it normally would have been. I take it you're coming with me then? Alright, I'll see you on Saturday. Whew. Okay, that went surprisingly well. You know, Freya, I think it's because you gave me the hand lick of good luck and you let me give you some head pats, so that definitely helped. But yeah, I'm going on my first friend date on Saturday. I am so excited. I'm so excited. Hi, I'm so glad you made it. I was starting to think you wouldn't come. Well, it's happened in the past. Like, I've scheduled things, or we've scheduled things. Not we as in you and I, but we as in other people. And something came up, and we had to cancel, and then... Yeah, I mean, I get it. Real life, and we have to... Yeah, I get it. We're adults and we have to do adult things, and sometimes real life gets in the way of the things we want to do or the people we want to spend time with. But that doesn't mean that we can't be, you know, sad or disappointed when we've been looking forward to something that we've planned for sometimes weeks or months or days, I guess. And I guess that's why I didn't do it. And I guess that's why I didn't do it sooner. I didn't want to get my hopes up, only to be let down and disappointed and hurt and all that stuff. But then it just made me worry about it more. Yeah, I do that too. I let things sit inside me instead of addressing them head on. I let things settle right in and start eating away at me. Yeah, I mean that literally, because the day I called you, I felt such a pain, like in my stomach area, because I was so anxious. It felt like a shark was eating me from the inside out, which not the best feeling in the world, let me tell you. Yeah, I feel a whole lot better today. And I'm ready to see a movie. Yeah, I'm surprised too. I expected it to be more packed, but it doesn't seem like too many people are here. Which, on the one hand, great, because I think we'd have a little bit of a hard time finding our seats if the theater was just packed with people. Anywho, should we get our snacks and then we'll go find a seat? Oh, right, we have to get our tickets first. Right, obviously. Okay. You stay here, I'll get the tickets. Unless you want to come with me. Okay, you want to come with me, alright. Hi, can we get 2 tickets to Avatar, Fire and Ash, please? Sorry, I forgot the name of the movie. Alright, thanks so much. Okay, tickets have been acquired. I was gonna say inquire, but that's not the right word. Alright, there's one for you, and now we can go ahead and get our snacks. What time is it? It's 4:48, so we have about 15 minutes before the movie starts. Yeah, usually we don't have to rush because they'll play advertisements and stuff. And that's alright, it gives people time to settle in and grab their snacks or go to the bathroom or whatever else they have to do before the movie. And it's pretty long, so I'm like, grab your snacks now! Okay, okay, so what are you thinking of getting for a snack? I mean, I know we can just get popcorn. I might just get popcorn. Or I might get some M&Ms or some chips. Yeah, I mean, the movie is 3 hours, you're right, so if we want to grab something later, we absolutely can. So, at least I think it's 3 hours. That's the last time I looked, that's what I read. I think they're all about 3 hours long. Yeah, that would that would make sense. Especially if there was a lot of story to tell. I mean, sometimes I don't think a movie has to be 3 hours. I think 2.5 hours is good, or maybe just 2 hours, depending on the genre or depending on yeah, because fantasy, I expect it to be longer because there's a lot of lore and there's a lot of dialogue and stuff to talk about. And then for maybe action movies, that would also be around 2 hours, especially if we're in a universe and they need to explain the lore behind it so it makes sense. But romance movies and comedies and all that, I think they could be at least an hour and a half. Maybe hour 45. It doesn't have to be 3 hours. Unless it's like a fantasy comedy. Actually, I've never seen a fantasy comedy before. At least I don't think I have. There aren't very many of those. Yeah, that would be cool if there was one. Oh, hi, can we get 2... Do you want popcorn? Okay, 2 popcorns, please, and... Ooh, those look good. Can I get some of those, please? Ooh, those look amazing. Yeah, I'm gonna stuff myself with theater food. I mean, what's the point of coming to a theater if you're not going to at least have popcorn? Yeah, what's the point?
The theater popcorn is amazing. Especially if there's lots of butter. Ooh, yes, lots of butter. Thank you so much. Oh, this looks good. Alright, now let's go find our seats. I'm so excited. Can you tell I'm excited? Oh, look, they have little Funko Pops! Oh, look, there's Jake, and then there's, what's her name? Netiri? Netiri? Am I saying it right? Sorry, I do not want her, I do not want to offend her by mispronouncing her name. And look, there are the kids. No, not as a set. I wish there was a set of the kids, but I think you can just get one at a time. Alright, enough looking around. I'm probably gonna be looking everywhere for something to get a little souvenir, but we can get a souvenir after, right? Yeah, definitely, you know, because I want to remember this. I want to remember this, with more than just a memory. More than just a memory. I want something to capture it. Ooh, speaking of which, come here. Yeah, I want to get a picture of us standing in front of the poster. Okay. Alright. Obviously we can't go like right up to the picture because there's a thing blocking it. But we can stand right here. Okay, and then if I hold my phone just at the right angle, okay. Alright, I'm gonna darken it a bit because the lighting is a little weird. Okay, and best smile. Best smile. Ah, got it. Alright, are we ready? Are we ready to see a movie? Alright, we have to be quiet. Alright, where do we want to sit? Do we want to sit right in the middle? Yeah, usually I like to sit in the middle so we have a good view of everything. We don't have to crane our necks upward. And we don't have to feel very... I sometimes sit at the back if the theater's packed and there's really no other option. But usually I like to sit right here in the middle. Right in the middle, right here. Okay. Okay. Can I hold on the banister? There we go. Sorry, I do not like stairs without banisters. I do not like stairs without banisters at all because then I'm worried that I'll fall forward and crack my skull open, which would not be fun for any of us. Alright, here's your popcorn. Okay, it doesn't look like it's starting yet, so that's good. Alright. Relax. Ooh, I love these seats. Watch. Yeah, you can lift you can lean back and then your legs just go like oh, that's fun. I know some theaters have reclining chairs. You can lean back, but that would be annoying, wouldn't it? Because what if you lean back and then you are on someone's legs? That would be very uncomfortable. But I like it that you can just put your feet up and it doesn't bother anybody, unless, of course, someone decides to kick the back of your seat. Yeah, that is annoying. I think one time we went and there's this, I don't know how old they were, maybe about 3 or... Yeah, I think they were about 3. And they were kicking the back of my seat. Now, if this was an adult, I would probably just turn and say, excuse me, can you stop kicking the back of my seat? Thank you. But because they were a child, at first I thought, okay, well maybe if I just ignore it, they'll stop, right? Or maybe they're just excited. Maybe they don't even know that they're kicking the back of my seat out of pure excitement, right? So then I said, well, and then they proceeded to kick the back of my seat, and then that's sort of when I turned and very gently said, hi, I know you're really excited about the movie. I'm excited too. But how about we don't kick the back of my chair? Okay? Because I might actually go forward if you kick me anymore, and then I'll go flying into the front of the theater, and as funny as that would be, it would also really hurt if I fell on my head. And then they seemed to understand. Their mom just kind of turned to them and just said, yeah, how about we don't do that? I mean, she was trying to get them to stop. She really was trying, and I think she had 2 other kids with her, so it must have been a lot, but yeah, then after a while they stopped and they enjoyed the movie, and afterwards they actually came up and talked to me about it, which was super sweet. It was super sweet. I loved that interaction. Oh, finally, it's starting! Also, if you get scared, you can hold my hand. I'm joking. I'm joking. I'm kind of joking. Oh, that was good. That was a good movie. Thanks for coming with me. Yeah, it was really fun. I loved, as much as I would have enjoyed watching it alone, I enjoyed it much more with you here, and the funny parts we were laughing, and then the sad parts we were crying. Well, I was crying. Did you cry? I mean, it's okay if you did. I mean, I cry all the time during sad movies or sad moments in movies. Yeah, we should do this again sometime. Okay, well, we do have Dungeons and Dragons next week. But maybe sometime you could join me on my dog walk. Yeah, I mean, I walk Freya just about every morning. So maybe you can join us sometime if you're not otherwise busy. I know you have a very chaotic work schedule. I mean, I know you can join us anytime. Alright, I'll see you when I see you. Okay? We'll definitely work something out. Alright, bye!